Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmattic, the personal finance channel here on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It really does help get this video out to more people. So today we're going to be going through episode 67 of the Trading 212 portfolio update. I'm just going to put my hands up and say, yeah, I made a mistake with a particular stock that I bought last week. If you haven't seen that video, link is in the card above, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Inkmattic. So in today's episode of the Trading 212 portfolio update, we're going to go through the portfolio overview, what stocks have changed, and the reason why I got rid of that stock that I purchased last week. If you've been watching, you already know what it is, so let's dive into this update. So we're in the Trading 212 app now, and let's dive into the portfolio overview. So the portfolio is at £9,319.73. Invested at the moment is £7,728.43. Returns on that £7,728 is £1,591.30p. That's about 20.59%. So the reason why this is up, like I said in a previous video, is that I've sold some of my poor performing stocks, and this has bumped up my overall returns that is currently invested. I'm at £1,591, which isn't bad. So I think overall I'm pretty happy with it. I do have some funds sitting in cash, which is about £3,251, and I'll tell you what I'll be doing with those funds. So let's dive into some of the stocks this week. Airbus hasn't been doing too bad. It's at €92. If we look on the week, it is down slightly. It did hit highs of around $94.44. I say dollars, I mean euros. So yeah, it is €94.55 as a high, and lows of around €90.18. So it started to pick up at the end of the week, which is good. I am still bullish on this stock. Well, I say bullish, it's going to be a good long-term player. Obviously, with the pandemic, they're not going to do too well, so I'm just going to be holding. It's one of those stocks, you buy it, forget it, that kind of thing, because there's only really a duopoly in the commercial aviation manufacturing of planes. I was going to come up with a snappier word. So there we go. And the same thing with Boeing. Let's go into Boeing Airlines again. It's $210 on the month. It is actually up slightly. It is up 1.46%. I do have about 5 shares in this, which kind of roughly about £762. Returns at the moment, I am up 10.58%, which is £72.94p. Again, potentially, I do want to add a couple more shares throughout the year. So hopefully I can do that soon. Again, I think they're pretty decent companies long term. Obviously it is impacted by the pandemic, and it's hit their order books quite hard, especially with airlines not buying at all. So if airlines can't fly at full capacity, they're going to struggle. So I think for me, airline manufacturers, I still think it's a buy, but with airlines itself, I'd probably stay well away from them unless they're priced really cheap. But again, they may go bankrupt. So obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just my own opinions, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So just make sure you know that, and don't take anything in this video too seriously. Anyway, so I do want to talk about Cloudflare. So Cloudflare was actually quite a good stock for me. Personally, it's one of my favorite stocks. I haven't actually added to it at all, but I'm starting to think maybe I should start adding to it. It did hit highs of around $93. I've got 15 shares at the moment. I'm up 336%, so I'm pretty happy with this. Let's move on to Energy Transfer. So Energy Transfer, I'm a little bit annoyed because I always find this really annoying. So when I sell a stock to buy something, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm actually going to buy it back, it is always more expensive when I come to buy it back than when I sell it, which is quite frustrating, to be honest. So I am going to be waiting for it to hit around $6.60, $6.70 before I start adding any more to it. I've got 250 shares at the moment, which is £1,230. I'm up around 0.42%. That's £5.12. I've also reopened my position in Main Street Capital. Unfortunately, it is about $1 more than I sold it. So a little bit annoyed, but it's a long-term stock for me. I think it's going to hit around $40 at some point. So I am going to be buying some more of these stocks throughout the week. And I'm hoping to get to around 50, and then if it does drop to around $33, then I will buy up like another 20. I do want to get to around 80 eventually, just so it can pay me about £10 a month. With this, I've got 20 shares at the moment, £496 invested. I'm up £1.10. That's 0.22% in the green. My average price now is at $34.26. So with the last video, I said that I was going to basically use the remaining funds in my account and probably add some more to buy some more Tesco. But after posting that video, shortly got a few comments saying that my thoughts or my theory behind it was wrong or flawed. So I basically did a little bit more investigating on basically what they said, and I'm very thankful for them for posting those comments. Otherwise, it would have been quite a big mistake. So basically what they said that, with the consolidation, the share price won't actually inflate. I was expecting it to go to around £3.10 roughly after the consolidation, but looking at the shareholder letter, it is actually going to be roughly around the same price. So it's basically consolidation plus the dividend should be roughly around what the previous share price was, and I completely misread that. So thanks again for commenting on the video. It really did save me, and I did watch one of the videos as well, did confirm it. So I'd highly recommend you go check their channels out as well. Moving on to let's have a look and see what else there is. Uber is actually quite an interesting one, to be honest. It's at $60. It did hit highs of around $63, which is actually really interesting because I'm now at over 100% on this, and I'm actually pretty impressed. So I've only got 2 shares left. I did have 5 at 5.5 at one point, but I started selling them off, and I kind of regret it, but it's life. So I am up £44.75 on 2 shares. I'm up 104%. So, that is pretty decent. My average price is at $27.40. So I'm actually kind of interested to see what Lyft is like now. Oh, why? Because I sold that. Wow. Just wow. Because I think I sold this around £27. So about $34. Anyway, doesn't matter. And Disney is just blowing my expectations right now. It is at $187. I do think it can still go more, to be honest. I think it's probably an easy $250 stock, because once they open their parks, back in business, they've got the Disney Plus, they've got, Star Wars, all the Disney movies and like the merchandise and all that. It's a huge business. And I think, it's probably at least like $250 in my opinion. I'm up £48.23p. That's 50.77% in the green. So I'm really happy with that. So overall, it is been a good week. However, I have received a dividend from American Express. With American Express, I have received a dividend of 26p. So it just adds up, to be honest. Every penny helps. So I got 26p dividend from American Express, and that's something I will be looking forward to. I also have a few dividends that I'm expecting, and one of them being so I'm expecting dividends from Main Street, Realty Income, and Energy Transfer. So hopefully I should be getting them by the end of the month. I'd love to know what you guys think. Also, if you haven't seen my latest stock analysis video, which is up here, it's on Neo, and I also do have a blog post with that, and yeah, that's in the description, or you can just head over to inkmattic.com to read about that. And let me know what you guys think about it. Like, would you like to see more stock analysis blog posts and videos, like a combination of them both? It'll be really interesting to get your feedback on that. And lastly, thank you for staying this long into the video. So this is actually going to be the last episode, hopefully, that I record using the Blue Yeti. I've got a microphone upgrade coming in, so hopefully the sound will be much better. Fingers crossed. I am reinvesting into the channel, hence the new microphone setup, or the audio setup, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to grab some free shares, you can head over to go.inkmattic.com/free shares. A link will also be in the description, and you can get up to 4 free shares when you sign up to certain brokerage platforms. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this video. That's it for this video. Hope you have a great one. See you in the next one.